can pick, I can inspire people, entertain. I'm gonna promote, enter. Can you see what I'm typing?
Was a great opportunity market replacement.
Typical Reels or post, right? This is a commercial one. So that's it. I hit generate. Of course, this site is married to ChatGPT, like a lot of things these days. So it's thinking, it's going to create the post and might or might not pick my image that I gave it. We'll see. See, it didn't pick the image. It decided to come up with its own. So I just have to do that and go in here, grab the image.
Interesting.
Now,
Now, how did it recognize that it was a Quiznos sub? It had looked at the image then,
yeah,
and yet it decided not to use it.
yeah. So what I do is I copy the text, some little steps. And so now it text it's made is for Facebook, but I can post all over the place. Could post it on LinkedIn, could post it on X, and a few other places that actually are more things you guys would use in the States than we would. Although the company is in Canada, but it's international. And by the way, this company, I could have had that translated in 47 different languages too. So let's hit get started. It's telling me what to do. So I already go to LinkedIn. It's going to send me. So when I say post, it's going to open my LinkedIn. It's going to say start a post. I can put the photo in.
So it doesn't actually, it's creating the text message with emojis and then asking you to take that, paste it.
Yeah. And then the other thing I always forget to do when I'm demonstrating this is a demo. I forgot I'm recording it because I want to use it for
So those are your hashtags and backlinks.
exactly. So got it there, and I got to come back to
So where did you develop those?
my hashtags and stuff I use all the time. So I just copied and pasted them into this text, and now I'm
Out of your Google Doc.
thank you. So there you go. Cool.
So go back to the platform.
Yep. Okay.
So basically, you set up your account with all your social links.
Yeah.
And by choosing your social link, it formats or optimizes the text to for that platform. So if you went back to Facebook off of LinkedIn,
Yeah. Well, let's go back to Instagram. We're already here, right?
right.
Already here. It's telling me to do the same thing, and
So you're going to be create.
I can add more images. This particular, LinkedIn will let you. I mean, Instagram lets you put lots of pictures.
So they changed. So for this one, it went from delicious, delicious to delicious, scrumptious.
Yeah.
And then Instagram is always a challenge because Instagram, if you want external facing links, after you create the location, you actually have to put the external facing links inside of your profile.
Um,
You can put hashtags in. It has no problem with hashtags, but the hashtags only on Instagram only point you at like content. It won't actually link externally anywhere.
Way smarter than me, buddy.
Yeah, I do a lot of this stuff. And so I love the AI authorship. I think that's really interesting. And I like the fact that it looked at the photo, it defined the opportunity, it came up with relevant copy that really kind of playfully said what you were trying to do, which was promote. And then you gave it one sentence and it kind of ran with it. I like that very much, because I spend a lot of time creating value for prospects and the world all the time.
Mhm.
And so if there was, and I'm not a huge adopter of AI. I've used it. I end up rewriting almost everything it writes. It's a good springboard, I guess you could call, for coming up with ideas. I find that to be really interesting aspect of it, but I think its writing is hack. But that's just me because I'm a writer, you know.
Yeah.
But for your average person, this is huge.
So how about I made a few notes ahead of time just to make it easy on them. So how about we go back and do another one? Start here. I'm gonna let them suggest an image this time.
So you're going to put into what your post about, and
Yeah,
it's be educate, and you're going to paste those bullet points you just copied.
yeah.
And so, can you scroll to the top? So, thinking of selling, don't wait for spring is going to be the key
Mm-hmm.
prompt.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see what it generates. It's an interesting engine. I mean, and quite honestly, this is the type of thing that I think has a real potential for adoption, especially if it was incorporated into a platform that users were used to using. That's the biggest challenge. It's my understanding, like for instance, we have, and you do as well, have inside real estate. Well, the adoption rate, yeah, so that's like a scary image to me, but it screams stock image. Um,
Can I
you
change?
know, that's not what I was going to say. So, what, from my understanding, is only 30% of the Remax network actually logs into Bold Trail, is what they're calling it these days, inside real estate. Only 30%.
See, I'm thinking with
70% of the
the
network never
public's
goes
looking at
there.
these things all the time, and you could make posts every day that are, either educational, they're real estate related,
Yeah,
educational, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, absolutely.
And keep
And
your feet.
continuing conversations too. I mean, that's the other thing that's nice about it is if you were to pick a theme that you were working on, and it could be about opportunities in community, it could be about community involvement. If you just prompt it, it can kind of extrapolate it out and make it, you know, relevant.
Mm,
And so, like, if I were going to say, so like, does it have so it's basically not real estate house is its prompt. What if we change that to, you see over there on the right?
yeah.
What if you change that text to home buyer?
Well, this was directed at sellers, but
No, but
yeah. Okay.
home buyers are what sellers want.
Yeah. Okay.
Now see what happens. So you have a tech one, which was, points at like we market the property in a particular way, you know. And so where the curious thing is it searching a database of imagery or is
Yeah.
it
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
okay?
I mean, I could just throw something like that in here. That covers most of the market, condos, right?
Well, yeah, condos are going to be a huge thing.
Ain't gonna sell them.
But it's an interesting concept. And I mean, you basically have identified exactly one of the biggest challenges that we all have as agents is, we overthink things. We want things to be perfect. And really and truly, what you want to be is just relevant and adding value. And so it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be a continual kind of constant presence. Look at John Cheplack. What's John Cheplack up to these days?
Well, he's occupied with getting his daughter fixed up. She's having an operation.
The one who had the heart challenges prior to this.
Yeah.
And I know she had gotten through a pregnancy. And so is everything okay with her?
No, she's in serious trouble.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're just today they should be going in for a big operation. You notice that image I created went right to my downloads.
Yeah, it remembers. There you go. That's nice that it grabbed it for you, huh?
Yeah. And I could add other hashtags. It did give me some.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to post this on my Facebook, but I'm trying to figure it out.
No, and you could just turn it if you go all the way to the bottom of that option
Hmm.
of you can turn it so that only you can see it and then you can delete it easily. That's what I do on Facebook whenever I'm wanting to. So if you were to go back to where you were public,
Oh,
click on that, scroll all the way down, only me. And so that's your testing mode. If you ever want to test things out, Ray, no
hmm.
one can see it, but it will show up on your page and then you can delete it off of your page, but you can test the capability of its postings. So no one can see that. You can see it on your timeline. No one else can see it.
Well, you know what's the nice thing about having you on the call? is that
You're learning.
I got a built-in commentator that's way more knowledgeable than me. So any kind of thing you want to post, I just want to show you.